Wild Roses is mainly about a woman around 30, and she's in a huge trouble, in a difficult situation. Her husband is working abroad. She had an affair with a teenager, and she's living in a little small community. So that's the opening of the story. I think that I made all the basic decisions subconsciously, intuitively. But at the very beginning I had the plantation of wild roses, because I grew up in a small village in Poland, of course, where was the plantation of wild roses. It's not so typical for Polish landscape, so I had it in my mind, and I always wanted to find a story which could take place there. And when I started to write the script, I had the small baby myself, so I somehow combined motherhood and wild roses. I really hate that kind of black and white female characters. They should be sophisticated, beautiful, or stupid. That's the way we, as a filmmakers, are treating women in movies. But my first goal was to build really complex character, and I tried to show her from different perspectives, to show her in a small situations, to build a real person. But also from the first sentence I had in my mind the main actress, because I wrote the script especially for her. Marta, the main actress, she's very talented. I think we have quite the same taste. We had really strong connection. We were with a producer waiting for a good festival, and some of them rejected the movie, especially in Poland. We had huge problem because I don't know why. It's not, as you said, a likable movie and likable character. People are expecting something completely different. So it's not the movie which, after the screening, you will say, okay, that's nice, good story, nice adventures, but you have to deal somehow with this storytelling and character. It's not so easy to open for that kind of movie. In my generation, there's a lot of very talented female directors, and they are well known. They have success all around the world. But I think the problem is that with that kind of characters I tried to touch in my movie, that it's not so obvious that we have that kind of female characters in the story. So when I'm applying for a man with that kind of character, with that kind of story, and in commission there are only men, they really cannot understand what is going on, why she's walking around with the sadness on her face. So that's the problem I see. When I started to write the script, it was 6 years ago. The situation in Poland was completely different. We were quite open society, and we were in the middle of European Union, and now we have really right-wing government, and they are focused, as you said, on family values everywhere. And abortion in Poland is illegal now. A few months ago it was huge protests of women on the streets because of women's rights. So I think that we are in Poland now in a critical moment. It could change really for worse, but I still have hope that maybe there is some light at the end.